Good morning, children. I know you are all losing the patience day by day. Soon we will go back to our normal routine life. Keep hope. Remember, throughout the history, there have been a number of pandemics smallpox, tuberculosis, plague. We could eradicate smallpox. We made vaccine for tuberculosis. So, this lockdown is only for stopping the spread of coronavirus. The spreading rate is very high, even though the mortality is less. So, if the number of patients keep on rising, our doctors and hospitals cannot serve them properly. To avoid such crisis, to minimize the number of patients, this social distancing and lockdown are essential also for breaking the chain of spread. Do believe in our power. Human, the most intelligent animal in this world. We will soon come up with a vaccine for corona. Are you all ready for the class, children? Let us move towards the next life process, respiration. That is cellular respiration. We have discussed how nutrition taking place in organisms in the previous videos. Now we are moving towards cellular respiration, in which how unlocking energy from the nutrients taking place. In cellular respiration, it can happen in the presence of oxygen or in the absence of oxygen. You know, glucose molecules release energy. This release of energy from the glucose molecules can happen in the presence of oxygen or in the absence of oxygen. In some organisms, like some bacteria and some fungus like yeast, unicellular fungus like yeast, the breaking down of glucose takes place in the absence of oxygen. They can release energy by breaking down the glucose molecules in the absence of oxygen. It is known as anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration. If breaking down of glucose molecules taking place in the presence of oxygen, it is called aerobic respiration. So, cellular respiration can be aerobic or anaerobic. Let us discuss now the three pathways of cellular respiration. In the three pathways of cellular respiration, we will discuss the first process. Whether it is aerobic or anaerobic, the first process is always glycolysis. In glycolysis, one glucose molecule converted into 2 pyruvic acid or pyruvate, which is a 3-carbon molecule, C3H4O3. So let us start the three pathways of cellular respiration. In cellular respiration, whether it is aerobic or anaerobic, the first step is glycolysis. We have already learned that. Now, what happened to the pyruvate, which is a 3-carbon molecule, in these three pathways? The fate of the pyruvate is depending on the reaction taking place in the presence of oxygen or in the absence of oxygen. If it is happening in the absence of oxygen, in a plant cell like in bacteria or yeast, pyruvate is broken down into ethanol or ethyl alcohol along with carbon dioxide. You have already learned this anaerobic respiration is also known as fermentation. Once again, pyruvate is broken down into ethanol, that is ethyl alcohol C2H5OH and carbon dioxide. Here, energy is released actually in the glycolysis only. That is why 2 ATP only released as energy. So we can summarize the equation like this. The pyruvate is broken down into ethanol or ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide and 2 ATP. So this chemical reaction is otherwise known as fermentation. This is the first pathway we are dealing about. Next is, if it happens in an animal cell like in our muscle cell, pyruvate is broken down into lactic acid and energy. Here again 2 ATP released is in the glycolysis process only. So 2 ATP I can write here. Pyruvate is broken down into lactic acid and energy is released in the form of 2 ATP molecules. This lactic acid accumulation in the muscle cells causes muscle cramps. You might have heard athletes, they need a continuous supply of oxygen for their muscle cells. So if the muscle cells are not getting a constant supply of oxygen, to compensate the amount of oxygen, they undergo this kind of a lactic acid fermentation. That is why the accumulation of the lactic acid causes muscle cramp. So the athlete, after stretching the muscles relaxed, and that helps to remove the buildup of the lactic acid. Further oxidation takes place and the lactic acid converted into carbon dioxide, water and energy, which is not happening here. Carbon dioxide, water and energy production takes place in the next pathway. Actually in this, lactic acid is the end product in this lactic acid fermentation, but on supply of more oxygen, complete oxidation of lactic acid takes place and the further products are produced. This is how the accumulation of lactic acid is removed. It is a temporary problem. Now let us move on to the last, that is a third pathway of cellular respiration, which is aerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, in the presence of oxygen, pyruvate is broken down into carbon dioxide, water and 36 ATP. Here note the point, we have already learned in the first two pathways, that is in fermentation in bacteria and yeast and lactic acid fermentation in muscle cell. Both the places the 2 ATP produced are in glycolysis, are from glycolysis. Whereas here in aerobic respiration, 2 ATP molecules produced in glycolysis plus complete oxidation of pyruvate result in the production of carbon dioxide, water and 36 ATP. So the end products of aerobic respiration are carbon dioxide, water and 36 ATP. So 36 ATP plus 2 ATP produced in glycolysis, together 36 plus 2, altogether 38 ATP molecules are produced in aerobic respiration. Whereas in the other two, only 2 ATP molecules are produced, that also produced in glycolysis only. So these are the three pathways of cellular respiration. I repeat, the first pathway we are talking about fermentation, that is pyruvic acid in the absence of oxygen broken down into ethanol or ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Whereas in second, the lactic acid fermentation, it is happening in the muscle cells, that is in the animal cell. Here pyruvic acid is broken down into lactic acid. In both the places, energy is produced in glycolysis, that is in the form of 2 ATP. And in the third path, here aerobic respiration takes place, that is in the presence of oxygen. Glucose, which is already converted to pyruvic acid, which happened in the cytoplasm, now oxidized to form carbon dioxide, water and energy. This process actually known as Krebs cycle. This is not in your syllabus, but for your knowledge I am telling you, this is discovered by Hans Krebs. That is why this part of the reaction is known as Krebs cycle. That is complete oxidation of pyruvate into carbon dioxide, water and energy. This process, as I already said, 36 ATP production taking place. Totally in aerobic respiration, 2 ATP in glycolysis plus 36 ATP in Krebs cycle, altogether 38. So this is the third pathway of cellular respiration. Another important point to be noted, this process, complete oxidation of pyruvate, takes place in the organelle mitochondria. In class 9 you have learned mitochondria, the strange organelle, the powerhouse of the cell. Why? Because cellular respiration takes place in this organelle. Mitochondria is the plural form of mitochondrion. So glycolysis takes place in cytoplasm of a living cell, and Krebs cycle takes place in the mitochondria. Hope you are all able to understand. You have to make notes. Make the notes in rough copy or in the old papers. Don't wait for the new copy to come. Children, the best way to avoid the boredom is to engage yourself, isn't it? Out of 24 hours, you can spend 3 to 4 hours for studies. I don't want to make you bored by giving a long lecture. So, please be regular. Don't wait for it tomorrow. Do it today itself. Thank you.